Hello, welcome back to my channel. This video will be about how your person feels about you at the moment, or what's going on between you guys and your connection. So this will be pile 1, this black heart and this unicorn. This will be pile 2, this moth and this red heart. Pile 3 will be the owl with the blue heart, and pile 4 will be the pile with the frog and the pink heart. Pause the video and use your intuition, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello you guys, so if you chose the unicorn with the black heart, this will be your reading on how your person feels about you, or how you make your person feel. Six of Swords, you make this person feel like they can do anything they put their mind to. Maybe they've been going through like a hard time, or like a hard time, and you make this person feel like they can get through anything. I feel like they have like a lot of upcoming battles, or battles that they've been through that make them feel weak. But I feel like with your connection, it makes them feel invincible at times. They feel but some of you, it's a distraction here. I don't know why. It's like something in the back of their mind, or in like the mental realm, that's going on with them, that they're working on resolving or healing. But it's like a reflection. Maybe you might be a reflection of their insecurities, but not in like a bad way. Like maybe you're everything they've ever wanted, but it's making them extra insecure at the same time, if that makes sense. Like you make them happy, you make them, like you give them a lot of pleasure, but it's something about, it's something they're not seeing or understanding about the connection. Maybe, yeah, they're not seeing how unique it is. Since you did pick the unicorn is like a unique methodical, that's how you say it, creature. It's not a real creature, but at the same time, you can see this creature in your dreams. This animal in your dreams, you can see this creature. It's like an imaginary creature. It's made up in their head. Maybe this relationship is made up in your head or in their head. In some type of way that's not even, it's not even true. Maybe you see it in it. Okay, for some of you, you see this connection way differently than they see the connection. You guys might assume a lot instead of just seeing what the connection really is in the reality of things. Princess of Swords. How you make this person feel? All I see is like, I keep seeing like pointy objects, like on the unicorn's head, and then the way she's holding, it's like a dagger. I don't even know what a dagger looks like. Dagger? I have my laptop right here. I'm about to look. How does a dagger look? I'm so dead. Yeah, maybe you have a dagger, they have a dagger. Or in this mental realm, they feel like they need to protect themselves. Like they put up a, yeah, for some of you, they put up like a boundary with you, or boundaries that they really don't need to have. Or you have boundaries. Or this person's going through like some type of throat chakra healing, crown chakra healing, the both of you guys, through this connection. And how they feel about you, they feel like they can, I want to say, go through anything, like I said before. But how do they feel about you? I think they want to communicate. They want to resolve some type of issue. 7 of Swords. Oh my gosh. So I'm getting heavy like dagger energy. It's some type of energy that's like, maybe you guys went through something recently, and then you have like this in the background. It's like a brain. There's something going on in the mental realm, the sleep realm. When you guys are about to fall asleep, you guys could be connecting. Basically, when your mind's fully at rest is when you guys connect. And when your brain is fully active and when you guys connect. So when your brain's like shutting down to go to sleep, you're connecting the most. And then when you guys are thinking about each other the most is when you guys are connecting. So you guys are really connecting through the throat chakra, the crown chakra, even the third eye chakra right now. It could be the heart chakra too, is what I'm getting. You guys have an intense, something's going on. If you think about this person very intensely, I wouldn't be surprised. It's like almost like, I want to say compulsive thoughts. Could be for some of you. But I feel like you guys are working on turning the compulsive thoughts with the 7 of Swords into the 6 of Swords, like a healing energy. Like actually, okay, what are these thoughts? Are these thoughts pessimistic? Are these thoughts optimistic about our relationship? Like, what are these thoughts? What do these thoughts mean? And is this person thinking about me? And I feel like with the swords being reflected like that, is both ways. If you were wondering if this person's thinking about you, they're definitely thinking about you as much as you're thinking about them. They just go about it in a different way, if that makes sense. Like, or you guys are going about it the same way, matter of fact, with the reflection. You guys are both guarded in this pile. Because you guys both make up things in your head. That's why you're guarded. You think up things in your head, or you feel like you have to be, both of you feel like you need to be prepared for something to go wrong in this connection, when everything has really been going right. Oh my gosh, so y'all are like basically contradicting the connection. It's like with the moon in the background, I feel like there's a lot of emotions lingering in the background, but it's like you guys are trying to avoid it, or like it's so much mental conflict that is getting in between the emotional abundance that you guys could actually share together. But until you guys resolve you guys' mental realm separately or together, if you guys have there's something about the mental realm with you guys that you guys make, I don't want to say make up things that aren't true, but it's kind of what I'm getting. Like, you guys feel like you need to be extra, like, look how he's holding the swords. It's like he feels like, and he's looking behind his back, it's like he's not comfortable. I feel like you guys are on guard or on defense before something even happens. It's like you guys think you need to prepare for something to go wrong. You guys need to prepare for battle of some sort, or like you guys need to prepare to defend yourself from this person, or you just think you're on edge, basically, the both of you guys. The Magician. The Magician's all about the mental realm as well. Damn. And with the moon is all about festering, lingering, manifestations of like feelings and thoughts, and the dream realm and the fantasies of things, the fear of things, the illusion, the myth of things. So like what your mind is doing right now is like you guys connect the most when you guys are in like I said, you're going to sleep, when you're about to be in that sleepy, if that makes sense to somebody out there. It's like you guys are playing tug of war in the mental energetic realm. And it's almost like it's like knocking things out of balance in reality. Yeah. The things you guys are doing in the mental realm, in other realms other than the physical 3D realm is knocking things off of balance and off track in reality, if that makes sense. Like this pile, you guys manifest very fast and very urgently. You guys manifest even when you don't think you're manifesting, if that makes sense. Like you guys don't have to think and sit there hard and manifest things like a regular person would, I guess, if that makes sense. You guys can manifest just by like speaking things one time into existence. Like maybe one day you're like, I would love to visit this place or whatever, and you only mention it one time in your mind, but it's like then like a week later you end up passing this place you just talked about, but it crossed your mind. So you guys can manifest something that fast. Like say for example, you're looking at this car you're trying to manifest to buy, and all of a sudden you start, like you're driving and you start seeing like different colors of this car. You start seeing this car nonstop when before you never would see this car, but ever since you spoke it into existence, it's like now you're seeing a million of these cars on the highway everywhere. And I feel like it's doing the same thing when it comes to this relationship on both sides. And it's so strong, the pull is so strong, it's like a tug of war. It's like the universe, like basically the universe doesn't know if you want it or you don't want it. So it's like if you guys are on and off in this connection, that's probably why it's like the both of you guys are like basically showing the universe mixed signals. So I don't know if you guys go into like big loops of going through like the same like betrayals or obstacles over and over again. You're trying to figure out, okay, why do we keep bumping into the same fucking problems we just try to resolve over and over? It's like an ongoing conflict between the both of you, but it's like you're mirroring each other. So it's like you guys might both be empaths, or one of you is like a really, really deep, I don't know. But I'm attracted to, it's like this guy right here has everything that he needs when he needs it. With the sword, the wand, the pinnacle, and the cup. And he has the infinity in his hand, and then like this little instrument or object. Yeah, it's like he's sitting in this garden and he's thinking of these things or saying these things out loud to himself, the things that he wants, and he doesn't even have to do much. It's like the universe has these like vines giving it to him. He just has to know how to use these things to go with the flow and help him not go against him. It's like I think you guys' mind. Okay, so this pile, you and your lover's mind is so powerful and is so like active, overactive. It could be overactive at times. It could be active. But either way, it's very, very, very active at the moment. The both of you guys, when it comes to anything. But I think more recently, it's been more and more active on this relationship and the problems y'all been having and how you guys want to resolve it so bad, I guess. Y'all been going through problems, and if it's not problems, I think it is with the Seven of Swords though. And with these problems, you guys want to resolve it with the Six of Swords. And it's so active in this realm that it's like it's so active in this realm that it could be very destructive in the physical if you guys don't know how to let your mind just go with the flow. Yeah, you guys overthink a lot. You guys might be air signs or have it in your chart heavy, but I feel like if you guys just let your mind go with the flow and not prepare for something to happen, basically again or something, or to arise, if you just leave it alone and don't put all your focus into that one, into anything that basically don't put your mind's focus on something that hasn't even happened yet, because once you do that, it's going to happen. There's no way around this pile that is your mind is that strong and active. I wouldn't even be surprised if like y'all had the power to like, if you guys got upset, like electricity or like candles would go crazy. Basically, this pile, you guys need to learn how to let things be easy, let things be abundant, because it is abundant. You guys both are magicians. And if, like, just imagine if two magicians came together, they have all the tools that they need. Imagine if they had double of the tools that they needed, and two minds instead of one, working together, not against each other or playing tug of war. It's like in alignment. Like, imagine if you guys were in alignment. I feel like you guys do become in alignment sometimes, but right when you guys come in alignment is when you guys prepare for the worst, and then it starts to do that bullshit that I'm talking about, where the universe is like, oh shit, they don't want this, because they're rejecting it. They're rejecting the process, or they're just guarded. So okay, if they're guarded and they're, because you know when you're guarded, you're anxious, your adrenaline's running, or you're just on edge all the time. It's making the universe think that you're scared or you're in danger. So they're gonna pull this out of alignment each time. If that makes sense to somebody out there, that helped. So let's see how else your person is feeling. I'm gonna use you and your person's feeling. I'm gonna use another different deck. But I feel like you guys both want this with the Princess of Swords and the Six of Swords. It's just like the matter of fact of like, how do we align this and keep it in alignment? And I feel like the answer to that is like going with the flow. Bad things will happen, but don't prepare for bad things to happen. Don't prepare for obstacles to happen. You know what I mean? Because once you prepare with this type of mental strength, it's gonna happen over and over again, or something like that. So how does this person feel about you? Well, let's see. Okay. They definitely feel a strong pull, because this is the Queen of Wands, or you do. They see you as very... You go for what you want. And this could scare them, or it could just motivate them to do the same. It's like this person really admires you and wants you to know that you're special and that you're needed. yeah, you're needed. And some type of thing, they could be going through things outside of the relationship, and you are too. So I feel like they want to let you know that you are needed if they ever pushed you away. I feel like you guys have been pushing each other away. And what they would tell you is that they feel like you are an asset. And they want to start treating you like you're a priority. But they just don't know how to fit you in right now. Because they see that you got your own things going on. But they most definitely haven't forgot about you. If you feel like this person gets extra busy, they haven't extra busy in like the 3D and the physical realm and stuff like that. You're definitely in their mind all the time. And it may make this person pretty sad that they have nothing to prove that you know what I mean? They have nothing to prove that you're always on their mind. They care about you and they really adore you. They really have respect for you. They have no proof to give you at the moment. I don't know if it's because of financial problems or because of their financial priorities at the moment. Their day-to-day lives might be really busy. I feel like a lot of times they're doing things on their own, or they're trying to take care of some of you, they have kids. Or for some of you, they don't want to bring you along on this journey with them because why? Six of Swords again. Wow. And then it's 3 people. It's some type of journey they would like you to come on though. But they just, okay, for some of you, they want to bring you on some type of journey or transformation that they're going through with these butterflies. Yeah, it could be this mental, transitioning their mental into more positive, and you could be doing the same. So I want to, like, I feel them, like, it's like they want to know if you're on the same page of, like, being in alignment with them, because you guys always push each other away on accident. So they definitely want to bring you on this journey of just more positive vibes. But they just don't know if maybe y'all can't communicate that well with the 7 of Swords. Or there's always a delay with the communication, and that's just making it more difficult and challenging to be in alignment. Because if you guys don't communicate and you're always busy, it makes things go spoiled, if you know what I mean. Like, you guys start to either dwell on it and it gets spoiled like that, and you guys like get emotionless about the situation. Like, basically, instead of like getting to talk about it right then and there, the problems, they just sit there on the shelf while you guys take care of daily responsibilities, and then you guys start to be like, fuck it. And that might be why you're overthinking as well, and coming up with your own assumptions of things, because you're not talking about how you guys really feel. So it's creating things in another realm that's probably not even true. Like I said, it's like you guys are just making up make-believe assumptions about each other when you guys are apart. And that puts a lot of strain on the relationship as well. But they really adore you, and they find you very physically attractive. Very physically attractive. This might make this person nervous, and then they start coming up with assumptions that maybe you're talking to other people and vice versa. But I think it's more on their end. This is how they feel about you, because it is the Queen of Wands. This could be a masculine watching for a feminine, but you know what I mean. The physical attraction makes it hard not for them to assume if that. So I got the Strength, and then let's get one more card. Strength and the 8 of Pentacles. So like I said, they're working on something. They want to work, because the Magician is all about working on something, an upcoming event. They're manifesting this event to happen. So you guys are working on some type of middle ground, like some type of agreement, some type of, because sixes are about balance. So it's like you guys are working on balancing each other separately and also balancing the connection. And I honestly feel like when you guys came together, and how this person feels about you is like when you guys came together, it could have balanced some of their chakras or helped them realize that their chakras are unbalanced, and they try to work on themselves. But I feel like when they try to work on themselves, it's like, oh, I feel shitty because now I can't focus on my person, but I'm focusing on myself for my person. That makes sense, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm focusing on myself for my person that I really love, I really care about, I like a lot. But while I'm focusing on myself for my person feels left out in the cold. My person feels like I'm probably sleeping around, cheating, and doing all this stuff because of my physical appearance. You guys might both look very, very good. You might get a lot of people. You guys might have a lot of suitors, but I feel like you guys are, when you guys can't, like, this person's not worried about anybody else. If you could see, like, there's another person in the background, but like they're not even focused on the background noise, the background people. How can they if they're thinking about you 24/7? And they could be thinking about the last time y'all had sex with this Queen of Wands. And I feel like with the Queen of Wands, they see you in everything that they work on, if you know what I mean. Like if you're a muse like that, like the Queen of Wands, you are the muse in everything. Like you inspire everything they're working on. Like they start working on something, they're like, oh, this reminds me of my lover. This reminds me of my love. Or my love would think this is interesting. My lover would think this is, you know, cute. You know what I mean? Like you're always you're in everything that they do, so that makes them even more sad. Like, damn, I see my person in everything around me, in life in general. And she's in she's in my mind. But it's like, how can I bring this into the physical? How can I prove it? I don't have proof right now. You know what I mean? So that's how your person feels about you. If it did resonate, then leave comments, like my video, or subscribe, and I'll see you in my next post. Hello, pal 2. So if you chose this moth energy with the red heart, this would be your reading. I'm already picking up the heart chakra for some of you. The heart and the root chakra. Some type of fire element between the two of you. Could be sexual, very, very highly sexual connection. Because when I first pulled the card for the moth, it reminded me of moth to a flame. And I kind of looked it up, and it was saying how like moths are like, it's like a fatal attraction. It's like the moth is like urgently keeps flying to this flame, this light or whatever, but it's deadly. You know what I mean? It will kill the moth, but it's like the moth doesn't care. It could be harmful to this moth. It's actually deadly to this moth. You know what I mean? And it keeps flying towards it. Like that's his only goal in life. Like if you ever seen a moth going to a light, it hits it repeatedly. Like sometimes you'll even hear like bugs or whatever hitting the damn light. So I don't know what it is. That's how this person feels about you for sure. And maybe you realized it. That this person's crazy over you. Yeah. For this part, this person is crazy over you. For a fact. Like crazy. I think I even did some research, and it's like the wings will start to fall apart. They'll start working or whatever. If it doesn't kill them off, you know what I mean? It'll start to deteriorate its wings. And how can you function? Like, how can the moth function without its wings? It can't. So maybe this person can't function without you. Oh no, that's not the King of Wands, you guys. No, it's not the King of Wands showing up as the first fucking. Look how he looks so determined. And that's what I mean by like the moth going towards this light. I think it's even a light in the imagery. You know what it is? Especially at night, maybe. Okay, so especially at night, this person thinks about you a lot. This person thinks about you a lot all the time. But at night is when it's at its peak, I want to say. And I want to say towards like the morning for this person is when it's at its like climax. This person might have wet dreams. Yep. This person has wet dreams about you. Or they had a couple wet dreams. No, this person has had more than a couple wet dreams. And I'm sorry, y'all. And maybe for some of you, this hasn't happened since high school for this person. Like when they first started puberty, they would have these intense dreams, or they would have intense orgasms and wake up and it'll be like a mess in their bed. They'd probably be embarrassed or whatever. I feel like they haven't had that since puberty, like around 14, 15, 16. But I feel like they just start recently having it with you. Like the thoughts of you or the kind of sex y'all been having has made them orgasm in bed in the morning time. Maybe even like before work, yeah. Because it's like it goes to its peak at night, like I said. How it's like nighttime around this imagery. At night, they feel this sexual pull or frustration or urgency, you know what I mean? It's like a fire in their body. Like somebody literally lit like a lighter, like a flickering of a lighter. And then like when they're sleeping, it's like it makes it worse because they have no control over their body at that point, because you're in like the physical body, you know what I mean? It's at a rest. You can't really control the orgasm, you know what I mean? So when they're in the sleeping state, they orgasm and then they wake up at like, I want to say for your person, I'm just picking up on the vibes that they orgasm when the sun is starting to set, like before work or before like daily things. And they know exactly why they just started to do this again, since it hasn't happened since they were a teen. For some of you guys are teens still, maybe. And if it's not that, they've been waking up with a hard dick. Hard as hell in the morning. And this hasn't happened for a while for this person. Since in their teens. They wake up with a hard dick. And for some of you, they have to relieve it before they go to work. They have to relieve it, or they'll go to work hard and horny all day. And who can work like that, honestly, if you think about it? Who can work when they're horny? You be at work, and I just seen 555 on that timer. You be at work and not concentrating on shit. People be trying to talk to you, and you be all zoned out thinking about what happened the last time y'all had sex, you know what I mean? You don't get shit done when you're horny at work. I mean, some people can. Because your horniness is your creative chakra, so it could help this person thinking of you in that way to get things done. I guess it's different people do different things. But yeah, this person is very focused on you. Really focused. And it has something to do with the root chakra, like physical, and then the heart chakra too can be about nature and the physical things. So it has something to do with physical pleasure. Not that this person doesn't care for you, but something to do with look at that. I just said root chakra and they're kissing her feet. This is the 6 of Pentacles. So that's about balance, fairness, justice. She has her face covered. And I see a lot of green. Somebody feels like they owe you something. Maybe like they feel like they owe you more than physical pleasure for some of you. If it's just been about sex. But I feel like for this pile, the feminine only wants physical pleasure. And that's very different to this king. Because like, look how she's not cut. She's not showing her face, which means she's not being too vulnerable. But she has these guys kissing on her feet. As in, like, she knows her worth. But at the same time, she wants to have fun. And these guys could clearly know her worth. But she has her breast out. So it's something very feminine about this energy. Something very feminine, something very masculine with this energy. And I feel like that's what's turning this person on, is that you're very feminine. Maybe you get very wet. Your body looks very feminine. You have very feminine breasts. Like the type of nipples. You have the type of nipples that are good. I just heard good for breastfeeding. Or just they look very like, your nipples look very sexy. Your nipples look very nurturing. Like you could have a child. You could have a child, and this would have made your breasts look so, like your nipples. I'm getting emphasis on the nipples. Or this person's probably thinking about you. Like, I've never knew this person. I've never seen titties as pretty. Yeah, but some of you, they've never seen titties that pretty. Not even on porn. Yeah. It's another wand. So, you just make their dick really hard, you guys. I'm so sorry. You make their dick really hard. That's all I'm picturing. That's all that's coming through. You make this person's dick really hard. This is how they feel about you. This is what they're going through right now. And you make their heart beat super fast. I feel like when they orgasm, maybe, or when you guys have sex, they feel like their heart is about to beat out of their chest. Maybe when they're around you, they get a very veiny dick. Or like they have a certain veins that stick out to you. It's like you do something to their blood, really. You make their adrenaline rush, make the heart pump. You make their, like, basically you make their masculine, something like a drug almost. Yeah, didn't I say in the beginning that this person is like detrimental to them? It didn't have to be that drastic to where it's bad on their health, but it could be as like bad on their health as in like they see you as like a drug. Or how they react to the sensory of your body when you guys connect in that way, in that sexual way, in that physical way. Their sensory reacts as if they're on a drug, like as if they're on ecstasy. Y'all could do drugs and alcohol too, and that enhances it. But I feel like even when you guys are sober, it's like that. So that's what makes it even more. It's like this person can't get away from you even if they wanted to. It's like a fatal attraction. It's like and I don't want to say fatal attraction. I want to say it's like a physical attraction. It's like a obsession. It's like a need. It's like a want and a need. This person doesn't think about anything. I think they're like, I keep hearing charged. You give this person so much energy. I don't know why. If they hear your name or look at your pictures, for some of you, they look at your pictures and their hearts, they don't even have to be having sex with you, but when they look at your pictures, it makes their heart start to beat fast. Very fast. Cards flying everywhere. Wow, it's transformation card, Scorpio. This person could be a Scorpio. For sure. Sorry guys for the shaking and shit. I'm trying to like, let me see. Yeah, for some of you it is detrimental to their health. Yeah, for this pile, because of that, the way she's hanging like that, it is detrimental to their health. Because I feel like they have thoughts of like bounding you in a actual physical way. Like they are. I feel like this person is very selfish. Honestly, fire signs can be very selfish in their shadow self. So that's what I'm kind of picking up on. Like they want to be selfish, and it's like detrimental to their health because they need to focus on themselves more, but their focus on you is really heavy right now. Like they need to focus on their inner healing, basically. Yeah, this probably your person, your lover, needs to focus on their inner healing at the moment so they can be a better person for you. But they're so intrigued and they're so sexually aroused, horny, emotionally fulfilled by you, physically attracted to you, energetically pulled to you is so strong that they don't even focus on their own healing, and they don't focus on what they need to tend to be a better person for you. So instead it's like, because I feel like they feel like you'll get away with this Page of Wands and all these guys like kissing her feet and stuff like that. I feel like they know if they take too long, but I think it's all in their head too. But I feel like you are just having fun though. Like I said, the feminine is giving me vibes of like she's not looking for anything serious. Maybe he wasn't in the past either, but now he really is. Like but I feel like he's more his shadow self the way he wants you though. It's like he wants to be selfish. It's like, okay, so it's like that type of king where he sees this really, really beautiful girl that every guy in the village wants, and because of that, every guy in the village like basically falls to her fucking feet and like talk about her all the time, want her so, desire her. She's like beautiful, inside and out. The king just wants her because of that. You know what I mean? He didn't even get, she could be a sweet girl, you could be a sweet girl, guy, but they don't even want you for that. They want you for the physical appearance and because you make every guy's dick stand up. You know what I mean? So it's like he wants you because of that right away off the bat, but it's like he needs to get to know you more, maybe, or maybe that's what he for some of you, they want you because of the physical. They want you now, like they want you, like they want to possess you, they want to dominate you, they want to keep you, lock you away because of your physical appearance. Maybe that's why I'm picking up on like she's covering her face. It's kind of like the masculine would want his person to do this, because he probably would be that controlling. But anyways, the way he feels about you is that like he wants to lock you away or whatever because you're so damn pretty, beautiful, whatever, and then he wants to get to know you. If that doesn't sound like selfish as fuck, like you want this person because they're so sexy, they're so sexual, whatever, and you basically, it's like he fell in love with you for your for this pal, it's like he fell in love with you because of your physical appearance. And maybe this feminine knows this, and that's why her face is fucking covered. Oh my gosh, y'all, who is this watching this pal? Wow. And maybe you know you're the light and you have a bunch of moths. Wow. Maybe this king does spark your attention, but you have a bunch of other moths. And sometimes I think you do try to cover your physical appearance. Maybe you wear a mask. Maybe you like wearing masks and stuff. Maybe you wear shades. Maybe you wear your hair down on purpose. You know what I mean? You hide your features a lot because you know guys fall in love with your physical appearance and then they want to get to know you. I think even some of you have been like mean to the guys that fall in love with you because you're like, at this point you're just in love with me because of how I look, because I'm mean to you. I think sometimes you're not a mean person, but you're mean to masculines because you want them to like flee off, but they still don't flee. You see how they're kissing your feet? It's like you could be mean, you could be nice, all of that, and you could be independent, dependent, codependent, crazy, stable, unstable. It's like your outer appearance draws guys in. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's doing the same thing to this king. But I feel like you actually like this person back. If you're watching this video, you actually like him back though. But it's like you still want to have fun. And I think this king knows this. So it's like he's trying to be different. I don't know. He's really focused on you though. So he's not really being too different. But he has your attention if you're watching this video. You know what I mean? I'm going to just get like 4 more cards. This card is very interesting. Okay, so this came out, the 8 of Pentacles. I'm drawn to like this bucket. So maybe you paint or you make something. Like you have a hobby. That's very interesting. Okay, so for some of you, you guys have depth to your personality, but I feel like a lot of masculines if you're a masculine watching this, a lot of feminines cling on to the fact that you're physically attractive. And maybe have a great body, a nice smile. It's something about you that makes people not get to know you. But I feel like you have other aspects to yourself. And I think this king is starting to, like the person you're thinking about is starting to realize that, damn, he does have multiple sides. And they're starting to cherish you more because of this. And now it's making them want you even more. Like, I feel like this person, like, once they figured out that you're physically attractive, and I feel like this person was like love at first sight. I'm not even joking. I know that sounds so corny, and that's only like in the movies, but I feel like with this situation, it's like it's like this person really fell in love with your physical appearance and then wanted to get to know you. It's like they wanted to see if the face matches the personality, and they found out that it really fucking does, and now they're like going crazy. It's like they don't think they'll come across somebody like this again, if that makes sense. So they're trying to rush things. But I feel like this makes this, I don't know, they try to rush things. I don't know if you like this or you don't like this. I feel like a lot of the times that you try to make this masculine jealous. I don't know why I'm getting that. Or you don't try and you do it on accident. But this person thinks you're doing it in an arrogant way. So I think this person hung you out to dry. It's like left you waiting on purpose. For some of you, waiting on something, but in actuality you're not even waiting, but in their mind they feel like you're waiting or something like that. But this person has wet dreams, or they wake up with morning wood, the Tower. Something happened. Damn, something happened. I don't know what it is. How they feel about you with this Tower card. Maybe get 2 more. How they feel about you. How they feel about you. They've definitely thought about you having their kid or having kids, like how you would look. Like I said, your breasts look very feminine. Like you have the prettiest titties they've ever seen. What else? You have the prettiest features they've ever seen. Then we have the King of Swords with a bunch of butterflies. They're pretty too. Okay, I feel like you try to give this person unconditional love, and this pissed them the fuck off, because they know you give unconditional love to everyone. It's unconditional love. See, I had 2 guys kissing their feet. It's like you give universal, or like you're a very loving person. And I feel like a lot of the times they took advantage of you, or others took advantage of you, and this pissed them off as well. A lot of things make this person upset, and you don't do it on purpose. But I feel like with the 9 of Cups, you're already emotionally abundant without them, and this pisses them off too. And it's like they want you to need them in this pile, and you don't. And even if you did, you would do it on your own. If you needed somebody, you still wouldn't come to them. And this is what frustrates them with the Tower. Because because you take things into your own hand. Or maybe they think you're really jokey too. You're serious, but you're really jokey at the same time. But I think seeing a lot of guys around you, all over you, made them realize with the Tower card that they want more than just physical, or they realize how bad they really want you. With this, yeah. And now they're hella focused with this. They're hella focused on you and what to change and what to do to make you happy. Not just with sex. If y'all had sex, they're trying to figure out how they can win you over, mind, body, soul, all of that. So they can be the only moth for you. If that makes sense. This is what I have for you, pal 2. If it resonated, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next post. Hello, pal 3. So if you chose this owl with this blue heart, then this will be your... Did I say pal 3? This will be your reading. How your person feels. Ace of Torches. Ace of Torches. They feel like you, how they feel towards you is they feel like you help them realize something in their life. Whether it was good or bad, you helped them. I feel like a lot of their life was maybe boring or stagnant. And I want to say inside of self, not on the outside world. They still would get things done, you know, to take care of financial things. But I feel like inside of themselves and their heart, the heart was unavailable. The heart was numb. Their heart was cold. Their heart was at a very low vibration to where, like, I want to say it barely beat. But I feel like when they met you, it made them realize they have more to offer. They have more to offer when it comes to life, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to jobs, hobbies, all of that. They have more to offer. They have more to give. They have more to strive for. They realize that things are bigger than them. Like, things aren't just about, I feel like maybe they were like selfish, but when it came to you, they realized that things aren't all about them. Stuff is really bigger than them when they think about the whole universe and how things actually work and play out. They're quite very small. Not in like to belittle anyone, but they're small when it comes to like the bigger things in life. Like, they didn't realize, maybe they lived through ego, yeah, and they would only see things through like first person. But I think when you guys met, it opened their eyes, because like the owl is about foresight. It's about understanding that things are deeper than the surface. They have very good eyesight. They have very good intuition. They have very good direction. They can see through at night. And when I see this torch, it reminds me of like walking through like a dark area. When you walk through darkness, or when you're surrounded by low vibrational people, you need something. Like, you're in search. Everybody that's on a low vibration, even if they act like they don't care about spirituality, they act so lifeless, if that makes sense. They're always searching for something. They're always longing for something. So that's what this torch reminds me of. How else do they feel about you? 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, you made them realize that they should be searching and looking for. You made them realize that they aren't done searching. Maybe for a long time they thought they've like reached their goal, their only goal, and like they got comfortable. If that makes sense, like comfortable. And you made them realize that like you have to keep going. Or maybe they gave up a long time in their spirit, and you helped them to see that you got to keep going. Like, you got to keep going for whatever that means to someone. The Empress. So how they feel about you? They feel like you bring life. Like I said, they feel like you bring life to any situation, and they love you for that. They feel like I don't know if this person loves you yet, but I feel like they know that they can love you. They know that they can trust you. They know that you're securing yourself emotionally with or without someone. Like, it could be sometimes when it rains or storms and you feel alone, but they know when you're emotionally healed and abundant, you know that those days don't last long. Like, with rain comes a rainbow, with rain comes flowers, with rain comes growth. So I feel like you spark some type of like soil, like rich soil, and when I say soil, I mean like rich knowledge in this person. And it awakens something for them to realize. And I feel like this created a bond, a very intense bond with the Ace of Torches, to the point where like they could have ran from you, is what I'm getting. Like, you helped them realize things that were hidden within them that you kind of unlocked by just touching them, by just being there for them, by the way you look in their eyes, stuff like that. And it spooked this person. Like, if you see owls are very pretty, but when you look at them, it kind of looks spooky, because you can kind of see that they're like greater than themselves, if that makes sense. Yeah, they look at you and they see that you're greater than yourself, if that makes sense. Like, you're supernatural in a way, and they can sense that. And I think before they were living through only thinking that like everyday life was it. Like, you just go to work, make money, have sex, take care of your responsibilities, and then that's all there is to life, or something like that. And then when they met you, it's like you bring life to things that I can't explain it. I kind of can. It's like you create things that aren't there yet, and all of a sudden you talk about it, or you really strive for it, and it just appears naturally for you. And I feel like this was intense for them to like meet you in the physical, if that makes sense. Like, it was intense for them to realize that they manifest somebody as great as you. It kind of scared them, where they have to like almost ask the divine, like, what does this all mean? They know you're something from the divine, though. They just can't. It's like their brain hasn't put all the dots together, but they're there. It's like they know that you're a divine being. Got a lot of cards. Get one more. The Death card. Let me look at this card, because I haven't. Yeah, kind of like saved them out of like a deep depression they were going through. I feel like this person got like traveled the ends of the like as far as they could get, and then they got to like, they dug themselves into like, okay, so they were traveling in their void, if that makes sense. Sorry about the shaking. They traveled as far as they could go into their void, their emptiness, if that makes sense. Like, they traveled and traveled and traveled and traveled so far to try to fill it up with anything. It could be anything. They traveled and traveled until like they completely got lost in it all. This is really deep. They completely got lost in it all. Like, they got sucked dry in it all. Like, the everyday, the way they made money started to get old and boring, and it maybe suffocated their soul, stuff like that. Like, the sex they were having wasn't intimate. It was just sex. It was just physical play, like overindulging. Basically, they were overindulging in eating and fast food and alcohol and drugs and the instant gratification, social media, just overindulging in every shopping, stuff like that, buying clothes, buying endless amount of clothes, anything that they can overindulge in to fill this void. And I feel like your person was lost, and then they started to realize that, like, it's completely dark in here. It's completely, I don't even know how I'm doing all of this anymore. Like, I don't even understand my purpose anymore. I don't even feel anything anymore. I'm completely numb. Like, nothing I don't care about. Like, then they went to, like, a point in their life where they, like, the Five of Pentacles is also about, like mental health problems, physical health problems, feeling poor, feeling left out in the cold, feeling numb, feeling desperate, feeling all of these things, lower vibrational things. And I feel like they got to a point where, like, they were walking up, it's like they would look like this. After a while, it's like you can't even, just bones. And then for some reason you came around. This this person that has life inside of her, can make, like, you walk around and it's like I'm picturing a feminine walking around with past a bush that has just green leaves, and then you walk by and, like, a bunch of flowers just sprout as you walk by. Like, everything's sprouting as you walk by. Everything you touch grows. It's like you take care of yourself, and in return, you taking care of yourself and you nurturing yourself, loving yourself. The universe rewards you, or you attract things. You're abundant. And this person manifested you somehow, or you guys either manifested you, or you just came up in their life abruptly. Like, you guys crossed paths, if you know what I mean. And I think you realized, you saw, like, look how she's looking at this skeleton, and it's like you kind of, like, were curious to, like, what was going on or something like that. Because I don't think the skeleton realized he looks like a fucking skeleton. He probably looks as if he did before he went on this nasty downward spiral into his void. So it's like he thinks he still has, like, this, you know what I mean, like, normal. But she can see that he's, like, kind of, like, hurting inside. And I feel like this is how your person views the connection and feels about you. Like, they got spooked. Because they're trying to find their purpose. Now they're trying to find things that are more meaningful, intimate. Now that it's like you kind of probably remind them of their mother. Not in that weird way, but you made them go back into, like, healing things with their mother or their feminine energy. Like, it's something that they have to heal when it comes to the mother and whoever raised them, or whatever feminine that raised him. He has to go heal something, or he realized he needs to heal instead of throwing things in his void. Coming to you, he realized maybe that he took you for granted, and he can't even love. He doesn't have anything to give you. But I don't feel like you loved him for him to give you anything. You did it because of the kindness in your heart. The Empress gives without wanting much in return. The universe, because you know the universe is going to reward you regardless. If this person decides to see you for your worth, you're going to be rewarded regardless by even trying. Even if this person did you wrong in the past or whatever. But I feel like this person didn't really do you wrong. This person ghosted you, if anything, because you could see right through them with this owl energy. And when I mean see right through them, you saw basically everything this person needed. You know what I mean? It's like this person had this big wound, this big unhealed wound, and you could just instantly see the wound and what it needed to be nourished, what it needed to be healed, and you patched it right up. And they were probably like, what the fuck? I was doing all these things to fill this void, to make this hurt go away, and it's on my own body, and I couldn't even figure out how to heal it and how to protect myself, you know what I mean? And now out of nowhere, you come out of nowhere and you heal me, or you at least try to heal me. And I think when you try to like love this person or care about this person, have a actual real relationship with this person didn't know what the fuck was going on and knew that it like had to be God. It's like when God sends you like a, yeah, I know what I mean. I had ran into like a very divine person before. Let me get a few other cards. This is interesting. Page of Cups. Yeah, this person left you high and dry with this cup right here. Because it looks like she's almost waiting on someone, or she looks alone, or she knows she has everything she needs to love herself. But I feel like for a long time, maybe not a long time, but this person recently did run away. Or they knew that they didn't have anything to offer you. But this person, how this person feels about you, they really don't know what to think of the connection, honestly. If I'm gonna be all the way real, this person doesn't know what to think of the connection. They're quite confused right now. For this pile, they're really confused. They know that it's something that they never had before, they never experienced before. They know it's different. They know it's intense. They know it's it makes them feel good, really good. Like that's all I think they know how to that's all I think they know is what's going on right now, is that it makes them feel really, 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 really good. This connection makes them feel really, really good. Really, really happy. Really, really smart. Really, really cute. Really, really like, I want to say love. Yeah, really, really loved. Really, really. I just heard important, and it came into my third eye in all capital letters. Important. It made them feel important. Like they wanted me to like actually put emphasis on that. You made them feel important, like, and that felt really, really good. For the first time, they felt very important. Like they meant something to someone, and that just makes me want to cry, you guys. Like you really made this person feel like they meant something for the first time. Like this connection, and I think that really freaked them the fuck out. I don't think they expected it to be like this, or for you to I don't think they meant for this connection to make them feel this good. And the fact that they felt this good in a while, like they said, they went down this dark tunnel and it completely numbed them. Like they sucked them dry with the skeleton. Like he looks lifeless. And for somebody to go from lifeless to feeling very, very important, very, very happy, it's gonna freak them out. It's gonna feel different. It's gonna feel, they're gonna reject it, you know what I mean? Because it's like, it's kind of like their question, like right now their question is why. Their question is why. Or they're gonna go search, like they're leaving you for right now, to go figure out why. It's like they're clearing their head or something. I don't know why this waterfall in the background is like giving me like calming vibes. Maybe make this person feel so calm as well. Yeah. Five of Swords. With the butterflies. The butterflies are so pretty to me in this deck. Damn, it's a lot of like the imagery. So, okay. So I think how this person feels about you is that they are hurting you more than they're giving you what you need right at the moment. And I think you know this too with the owl, because if you're the owl or they're the owl, you know this already, like deep down inside. Because the person is hurting you because they have to go heal. They understand they have to go heal first. Like you heal them, you started the healing process, I feel like. But I feel like the wound is deeper than you thought. You know what I mean? If that makes sense, that makes sense. Like you patched up the wound, like you know what a wound probably stems from or whatever. Could be like this mothering energy, love in general, you know where it kind of stems from, maybe. But I feel like you don't know how far the wound really is, or how far the wound really, like it's more like, look at how she's pulling it out. I feel like they have more swords in their heart or in their soul than you can fix. Like some of them they have to pull out themselves. It's like deeper than what you think. This wound, it goes back probably many years. They've been going down this void. This has been going on in their life longer than you think. And I feel like the divine pulled you out, maybe. Pulled you out to save you. Not save you, but pulled you out because it was time or whatever, or in due time they'll come back. But they'll come back because this is the transformation card. So they'll come back with a new heart, or they'll come back with a new physical body is what I'm hearing. Like, you know, when people go through their healing, like this person's going through this person's going through their shadow work now. You brung them out of this void, low-key, or you might have met them in their void and the divine pulled you out of their voids, because they have to go down. It's like something they have to figure out. They have to go through this shadow work. They can't avoid it anymore. And like, it's almost like in this imagery he's telling her goodbye, because he has to go figure out things about this, what's been hurting him, what's been affecting him, like why he looks like a skeleton, you know what I mean? So it's like he had to leave. And it's like you holding on will only drag you down this void, and it's like you're too precious is what the divine. But how this person feels about you is they're wondering why, and they're feeling so thankful, and they're confused. That's how they're feeling about you. But they're gonna get a new, you know how when people go through their, but like I was about to say, you know, people go through their healing process, they start to glow. Their eyes look more healthy, their hair looks more healthy, their body, like, you know what I mean? So they're gonna get like a new physical body. Maybe if you once you see this person again, they're gonna have like a new hairstyle. They're gonna look more healthy. They're probably gonna be eating better. They're gonna put on some weight, probably work out. Like, they're gonna look really good to you. They're gonna be the emperor. I'm so corny, y'all, but you know what I mean? Like, this, they don't even have, like, look at you. You have everything. Like, even like divine is nurturing you as you're just sitting there with look at you, like the divine is raining on you for you to grow even more. And you have, on top of you having like intimate life, like glowing skin, all that, you have another another life. Is you can create anything you want to create. You have another form of life. Like, you can create anything, a child, create like a business, art, anything. And like, if you look at this card, it's like he doesn't even have life for himself, but you have all this good stuff going on. So I feel like this person will keep their eye on you. Look how he's looking back on this horse. Even though he's taking care of everything, y'all both gonna keep your eye on each other. That's what I feel. Cause look how she's looking at him. But the death came out twice. I feel like the death came out twice. Yeah. So you guys are both going through transformation, double transformation. You might be going through transformation as in when this person comes back as the emperor, instead of like having all of this, you're probably gonna have like 3 babies. And it's a baby in this card, but it could be like this your first business in her hand. And then when he comes back, you're going to have like 5 businesses. You're going to have like a lot of things going on by the time they come back. So it's going to be beneficial for the both of you. And maybe when he comes back, he'll finally be able to give you what you need and what you deserve and add on to it, instead of turning you into a skeleton as well and fucking up everything you got going on. Because you guys have to be in alignment to actually have a healthy connection. Because if you get together with him right now while he's unhealed, the wounds are gonna start to come on you. You get what I'm saying? But this person feels a very deep connection with you. They just, right now, all they know is that it feels really good. They're not as mature as you. This Empress is a mother. A mother is very mature, nurturing. Like, they've been through a lot. They've healed. They've done a lot of healing, soul searching. This person's probably at their beginning stages of soul searching, but you helped them. If that makes sense. You sparked, with this Ace of Wands, like I was saying, you sparked it in them. But it's only the beginning for them. But the divine, because they left, you're feeling very heartbroken with the 3 of Swords right now. But through this heartbreak, the divine is going to still bless you. Because this is one of God's children, right? You helped God's child, you know what I mean? So even though this person couldn't love you like how you expected, like how you want it right now, it's all divine timing. Like, this person could come back and love you after they've done their healing. Honestly, what I'm getting off him keep looking behind himself, like over his shoulder, this person might try to come in and out of your life as well. And all I would say is, don't reject them if you're gonna keep getting hurt. Like, if you don't have the strength to love them unconditionally and then let go. Because right now they're gonna have to come into your life, but don't let them take advantage. You know what I mean? Don't let them if you know that that makes sense to somebody out there. Just don't let them keep hurting you, and then, don't sacrifice for love is what I'm gonna say. Because if you keep trying to love them, you have to just let them go. And if you can't love them and let them go, and that takes too much toll out on you, then you're just gonna have to, love them from a distance. But love them for who they are, not for who you want them to be, not their potential. Because right now he's a skeleton. You know what I mean? Don't see past that right now. You have to see them as a skeleton, not an emperor right now. But yeah, that's what I have for you, pile 3. If it resonated, please like, comment, and I'll see you in my next post. Hello, pile 4. So if you chose this frog with like the pink heart, then this will be a reading on how your person feels right now about the connection or about you, all that good stuff. It might be raining a lot where you're at. Might even be raining while you're watching this video. Or you or your person's been crying a lot recently. Or your person's been crying a lot about this connection, yeah. Yeah, your person cries about this connection. They cry. But then they try to act, they go out and take care of everything they need to take care of. Even though they're hurting inside, or you do this. Okay, so this person has a lot they want to say to you. And they cry because they know they messed up, or they don't know how to express how much you make them happy. And they might think about you a lot in the morning. Yeah, they think about you a lot in the morning. Or you give them some type of strength to keep going and think about you a lot. Maybe they cry in the morning. Or like just before bed or something like that, they cry. Or they have a hard time getting up in the morning. They could be going through like, what is this energy? Strength. Look how this person looks defeated, or it's like they're putting their hand in this lion's mouth, but it's like they know it's gonna hurt. Something like that. Or they see their feelings. Or maybe you hurt their feelings recently. Or something happened, they hurt your feelings. Or they feel like they hurt your feelings in some way. You hurt each other's feelings. So how do they feel about this then? The High Priestess. Yeah, something. It's like a lot of crying going on. Or somebody's trying to avoid crying. Or avoid a tower moment. Or avoid some type of something they know is gonna happen, like needs to happen though, in order for this to work out, in order for this to move any further or something like that. Five of Cups. You guys have been hurting each other's feelings for whatever reason. I don't know why. But For some of you, they're waiting on you to stop being mad at them. For some of you, they're waiting on you to stop being mad at them. Oh my gosh, night. The night. It's like the complete opposite. But he's still like crying. Or in like deep emotion. Very deep emotion. And it's the moon instead of the sun. So this person think how they feel about you is like deep emotions. Very, very deep emotions. This could be like a Scorpio. A water sign. They're not a water sign, they could be a fire sign. With the strength here in the sun. It could be like a Leo or have that Leo tendency to like being a leader. This person could be like a leader, and so they put their feelings. Sorry, somebody called me. They put their feelings aside a lot. What else about this? Power. 7 of Pentacles. How they feel about this connection. How they feel about this connection. You guys, this is all I know is that they've been crying. You know better than I do why they've been crying. I'm trying to get all of them in the... I'm gonna probably start filming with the camera soon. Once I get to like 1,000 subscribers. But yeah. And then I see them sitting by themselves or being to themselves. Maybe they took a lot of time to be to themselves when it comes to this connection. It's something that has to do with, I may have had an argument or some type of falling out with the 5 of Cups. But the Ace of Cups is here, so it's like, I don't know if this person took you for granted and they were, okay, for some of you, oh, they took you for granted and now they're regretting it for this pile. That's what the fuck it is. Oh, wow. With the night and the sun, look how they look so regretful. And it's something they think about day and night. Day and night, day and night. It could be hard for them to wake up in the morning and go to sleep. It's hard for them to wake up in the morning. It's hard for them to go to sleep. And sometimes they dread the moment because it's like they know they're the first thing on their mind, the first thing they think about when they go to sleep. And with the strength here, remember when I said like this person's putting their hands in the lion's mouth, like he knows it's gonna bite him, but I feel like this person feels like they deserve it. It's almost like they're drowning in their emotions, or they're dwelling on their emotions and they feel like they deserve it, if that makes sense. Like But the High Priestess is here, so they might be good at hiding all of this. You don't know none of this is going on. With that High Priestess there. They probably only show you what they want to show you, but they're heavily in their mind about you a lot. They probably even loved you, but they didn't. For some of you, I know this is so cliche and like corny to say, but some people don't know when they really love someone until they're gone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the type of person who thought like you would never leave. This type of person that felt like you would always be there to pick them up. This person thought they could get away with anything and you would always come back. Like, the person probably had a big ego, like, yeah, they're waiting for me, yeah, they'll always love me, like, type of way. And the Ace of Cups is here, so it's like this person, you probably had a lot of love and you probably forgave this person over and over and over again for like their shitty ways or like things that they knew were wrong but they still did it. Or maybe you put up with like bare minimum, and so one day maybe you ask for more, you're like, no, I need more from you, and this person was like lazy or for whatever reason when they didn't want to give it. I feel like for this part they didn't want to give it to you. They just didn't. It's not that they couldn't, they just didn't. They didn't want to. It's just like one of those lazy lovers. Could have been a lazy lover, or it could have just, they just didn't give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest, they just didn't give a fuck. Because they felt like, okay, I already have this person. I love this person, they love me. And I feel like this person knew you loved them more and cared more. So they played on that a lot. They played on that you loved and cared with all your heart. And it backfired on them because it's like, as you started to realize, why the fuck am I loving you more? Why am I caring and fighting for this connection more when you're not giving me even half? You can't go halfway, you're not even giving me half. So it's like you started to, with them being alone, I feel like it's more of like you now. No, at first it was you. You would feel alone in the connection, like, you're making me feel like I'm alone. So if I'm already feeling like I'm single in the connection, you started to realize, I might as well just be fucking single. Like, I'm wasting my time, might as well be single. And this person started to kind of get nervous because they kind of see that you're like getting your independence back. And as you're getting your independence back, they can feel your energy pulling away. And I feel like you finally pulled all the way away. And now this person's in like deep regret. This is how they feel about you. They're in regret. Because they played on your emotions. They played on your weakness. They played on your flaws. They played on your insecurities. Because they were insecure. And instead of just working on themselves, they wanted you to feel just as insecure as they felt. So they, I don't know. This is really shitty energy. But how they feeling about you is like now all the emotions want to come in. All the emotions that you asked for maybe is starting to like, they're starting to drown in them. It's like, but it's like kind like this person gave me the vibe of now they have all these emotions and now they realize they love you and they don't want to lose you and they appreciate you and they'll probably never find anybody like you. Like all of this starting to set on, like is starting to like, they're starting to realize this shit when they should have realized it before and cherished you. But this person wanted somebody that loved them, adored them, gave them attention, and they could just do whatever they wanted. Like take advantage, have their cake and eat it too, really. Yeah, they want to do what they want and then finally settle down, or just then like it's like they could see that you were asking for all this stuff, but they probably still wanted to be single is what it was. But make it seem like they was in a relationship with you. Really. And you started to like you started to catch on to their shitty ways, like, bitch, you're acting single. Like, bitch, you're flirting. Bitch, you're fucking. What else? What else am I picking up on? You're lying. It could be just, even if they wasn't having sex with other people, they were lying about flirting, or they were lying, trying to cover little dumb stuff up to get you all worked up. I feel like this person was hella toxic and they didn't want to work on themselves. And because they seen how good of a person you were, they took advantage. And now they've been crying a lot. Like, I automatically got that like some tears are being shed with the rain in the back. But I feel like you don't care now. I feel like sometimes you watch these readings. Well, I'm not gonna say some of you don't care, but some of you care, but in like a friendly way. Like you care about how their well-being is, but you will never be with this person again, maybe. Yeah. I think sometimes you need to look on readings to like see how they're doing, but you would never like explore that again, if that makes sense. You probably even be this person's friend. That's how good of a heart I see that you have. Like, you probably even be this person's friend, but you wouldn't explore that as in, like, you know they don't deserve your heart anymore, if that makes sense. You wouldn't even if they are a changed person, you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even go there. I don't know what they did, but they probably did something really fucked up. To force you into realizing your worth. Or force you into breaking up with this person. Something like that. But this person is just crying. This person is going through their karma of losing you, really. Whatever that means. Like, I just heard they're getting a taste of their own medicine. Oh my god. Like, they're getting a taste of their own fucking medicine. And I'm hearing that it does not taste good. It does not taste good. And it tastes even worse because they know they was doing it to you. It's like... The Hierophant and the High Priestess. How they feel about you. Sometimes they picture y'all being married. And that makes the karma even worse for them. Like, because they picture y'all being married. And having, like... Okay, for some of you, they're picturing... Maybe some of you asked them to marry you. Like, this is too childish. Like, I want to get married. I actually want to settle down, have kids, get married. This person wanted to be single, do thought shit, cheat, lie, go out with... And it didn't have to be that serious, but they wanted to hang out with, like, their boys who were all single. And, like, they would still act single with their boys. They wouldn't cheat, but they would act single. They would look single when it comes to, like, parties and stuff like that. They wouldn't never say, oh, yeah, I have a girlfriend. They would, like, actually get the girls' numbers and stuff like that to impress their friends. If it wasn't that deep. Like, that sounds so fucking childish. Like, they would try to... And if... They would just try to... They would try to impress their friends. That they could still get other girls, if that makes sense. But I feel like this person did love you. It was just they didn't want to throw in the towel. It's like they didn't want to give up the single fun life. And I don't know why people think that, because you can still have fun and be in a relationship and not really be open about your relationship. You don't have to tell everybody that you have a girlfriend, but you don't have to get girls' numbers. You don't have to flirt. You don't have to entertain certain things. And I think if you didn't ask for marriage, you at least told them, like, damn, respect me. Like, respect my wishes. Don't do certain shit. You don't have to tell everybody you have a girlfriend, but don't disrespect me. And this person just didn't give a fuck. They thought they did give a fuck, but they didn't, because they felt like, you're saying all this stuff, but I'm gonna still do it because you love me. You love me a lot, so you're not going anywhere just because I'm flirting. They downplayed it. It was something serious to you in the connection, but they downplayed it. It's like, just because I'm flirting, you're not gonna leave me just because I'm flirting all the time. It's just flirting, or it's just like, it seems like they would like gaslight you a lot. They'd be like, it's just flirting, or it's just, you know, it's just networking, it's just a party, it's just this and that. And you would be like, just don't do it out of respect for me. And they couldn't even do it, and I feel like you got tired of it. Or if they were cheating too, you got tired of that shit. For some of you, it was them cheating, because they were trying to live two different lives or something like that. Yeah, my camera cut off, you guys, but there's a lot of interruptions. Like, this message doesn't want to get out to someone. I don't know if it's like, I'm gonna put this message out because I feel like somebody needs to hear it. But yeah, it's like they wanted to live two different lives, and they didn't really think you would leave. They thought you would keep putting up with the bullshit until they wanted to just live one life with you. You know what I mean? Commit to you, commit to your wishes, and you was like, fuck that. But it's like they're getting a taste of their own medicine. I don't know what that means, but it's like, maybe they see you on social media doing good, looking good, or maybe they hit you up recently and they expected you to be like texting them all the time, wondering how they're doing all the time, and you was just like, hey, yeah, yep, LOL type shit. Not that you didn't mean it, but you're just like on to better new thing. You're like, you don't see this person. I feel like you've done so much healing and growth from this person that you don't find them attractive anymore. Maybe you didn't even, I don't know, maybe you do, but nothing they say, no gaslighting in the world could convince you anymore. Y'all probably even looked up what gaslighting was. Maybe somebody's gaslighting them now or something like that. Something weird going on with this. It's like, or it might be even worse because they have to hide it. Like, they don't want you to be like, I told you so about a situation. Then you have the hangman. Yeah, so it's like deep emotions. Like how he's like a reflection of like a puddle. It's like whatever they did to you, they're getting that back. And how they feel about you is they feel embarrassed. I feel like this type of person that even if they want to apologize and ask you, can they get another chance, they're too embarrassed to come forward. And that's even killing them as well. So they're guilty, they're embarrassed, they're ashamed. They're dead ass wrong. They're going through their karma. They just want you to be, they know you're mad at them probably. You're either mad or you got over it. For this pile, it's like a thin line between some of y'all are still mad about it and you'll cuss their ass out and you block them, and then some of you are like, you got over that mad stage and now you're like calm about it and you're actually like dating around now. You're not waiting or whatever. And then some of you still wonder about this person, how they feel about you, and how they feel about you is they finally realize they love you when it was too late. And I understand that a lot. A lot of guys do this. I don't know why. Some girls do it, but I feel like this person knew they loved you though. They just thought that you guys loved each other so much that basically for love you're supposed to put up with anything, and that's not true. You're not supposed to treat somebody like shit just because you know they love you. And you're not supposed to get treated like shit because you know you're in love. You know what I mean? That resonated with somebody. Like, you don't have to, like, somebody else out there could love you way better, or you could find the same love in somebody else that's not going to do that shit. Or maybe after a while you stayed in the connection and you started cheating and lying too, and then y'all broke up. Because at first it was like, oh, you want to do that? I could play that game too. But while y'all are doing the same thing, y'all are still in a relationship. So it's kind of like you decided, if we're just going to act single, why are we in a relationship? And then I think one of y'all cut it off. And then I think this person's realizing that they really love you. And they really want to come forward and do it over. But I feel like you're in a state of mind where you're not even going, you don't even want to try and see what's going to happen, even if the person ends up treating you right. Because all of the bullshit, the five of torches and the 5 of cups right under that. Yeah, or this person could be wanting to chase you right now. Like, look how that person's right behind her. So it's like this person's wanting to like chase you now, but I don't think you're interested. You might be curious, that's why you're on this reading, but I don't think you're too much interested. And if you are, I don't even feel like it might just be like I don't even think you'll have sex with this person, honestly. I'm not getting that from this pile. I don't think you're sexually interested anymore. It's how toxic the connection was. Like, you don't even want to entertain it anymore. I think some of you watch them to see how their life panned out after you left, and you laugh to yourself like, why did I even put up with that? Or you see the new girls that they're messing with and they don't look up to par, and you're like, why did I even get jealous? Why did I even freak out? Those girls aren't even on my fucking level. Now that you broke up and you're not in the connection anymore and you stepped out, and really it was kind of like it was like, damn, I'm really simping, but I'm really that bitch, or I'm really that nigga. Like, and after you got single and left this person, you really started to realize, oh, I was that bitch. This person really downplayed me like I wasn't all that. And now they can't find somebody that is their equal. With the Emperor and the High Priest as their counterparts, and I don't feel like this person, that might be their karma, that they can't now. All they have is these hoes that they were trying to impress the bros with. And these hoes, it's like they're realizing these hoes ain't shit. The pussy not even good. The pussy not even tight. The pussy not even wet. The pussy ran through. And then the girls don't even love them at all. It's just a quick fuck. And I feel like sometimes you go to their account sometimes, or you go to these readings and they're still not happy. I feel like all these readings, they're in this 5 of Cups energy, and you're like, damn. And you're like, what, damn? They're always in that 5 of Cups energy now. And it's like they're so embarrassed. I feel like they're embarrassed, really. And they're in their ego, so they're probably not going to come forth and let you know all this stuff, but it's killing them inside every morning, every night. Really, that's how they feel. They feel deeply about you. So yeah, that's what I have for you, pal. If this resonated, like my video, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next post.